that was a huge step. I
think it went well. Yeah, it went really well.
Fantastic. Brought a tear to my eye, Miriam. It really did, because that's, you know, the most we've ever seen, you know, Meghan as Meghan.
Yeah.
Danielle has also been trying to beat selective mutism. Last year, at the age of 14, Danielle was still only speaking to a tiny number of people. But then she made a major breakthrough.
You can high enough? The last 12 months have been brilliant. You know, to see her now coming on the way she is. Very pro dad.
I was in floods of tears. I thought it was fantastic. Seeing the progress that she's made, phenomenal.
A year ago, Danielle was still answering questions with a whiteboard. Today, she can just open her mouth and talk.
It's like if you're a singer and you go on stage for the first time, you get this amazing adrenaline boost. It's like that. And you're like, wow, you know, I'm doing it. And no one will really understand how amazing that really felt.
Like other children, Danielle fell into the grip of selective mutism when she was very small.
You can tell that I'm not comfortable. Obviously my mouth is tight shut there.
Her family tried everything, but they couldn't get their only child to talk.
I remember thinking I'm special, but as I got older then I realised it wasn't special, it was just different in a bad way.
So why didn't you just start talking?
Well, it's the mental block.
Because it's not like you physically can't talk.
No, it feels like you physically can't talk. That's how it feels.
Oh, it was a hard 11 years. You know, and it puts an awful lot of strain on everything. Family relationships. You know, you'll find, because of the frustrations the child has, they can get aggressive, verbally and physically. And we've had both.
When she reached secondary school, Danielle still wasn't speaking to staff or pupils. The stress turned the daily school run into a traumatic business.
She'd physically have symptoms of sickness, headaches, sweating hands, a little verbally aggressive. We used to have a bit of a punching session sometimes.
It's just horrible anxiety. It was just, horrible.
Why do scientists think it's expanding? What's the evidence they may suggest?
Danielle came up with her own drastic solution. She asked to move to another school where nobody knew about her problem. She thought it might be possible to talk, providing she could start the moment she arrived.
I walked in the door, I met the school secretary, I said, "This is Danielle," and Danielle said, "Hello," and I was like, I can believe it.
And I said to my mum that I'd never felt so free, and I was like, oh yeah.
That was amazing, and it was so natural.
Danielle is now much more confident about talking. But after avoiding speech for over a decade, her behaviour was deeply ingrained. She's still struggling to completely rid herself of her fear.
Yeah, it's not all over yet. Yeah, there's quite a few things I still can't do, like obviously talking on the phone, all that sort of thing, going into shops, restaurants. It's still part of my life.
So what's your aim?
To just talk to everyone. Be normal, if you like. Normal. Gotta be 15-year-old girl.
As spring moves towards summer, everyone is working on the first tiny steps forward.
There are no shortcuts with selective mutism unless you start to nip it in the bud between sort of 2 and 4 years of age. You've got to be prepared for it to be a fairly slow but steady process. Those children have to work really hard at dealing with this and really breaking this barrier down.
But their efforts are beginning to show some results. On Maggie's suggestion, Red has made a present for Grandad, with a magical surprise inside. The built-in voice recorder means she can let him start to hear her voice.
I love eating a fruit salad. I can swim 10 metres on my front and back.
It might not be conversation,
I am also learning to play drums.
but for Grandad, these are Red's first words.
I love Agatha Christie's mystery stories.
Inspector Poirot.
The end.
Wow. That is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? And you said all of that? That is brilliant. You can be a right little chatterbox, can't you? And do you know how much I love you? That much. And that's a lot, isn't it? It doesn't matter that you don't talk to me. It's not important, is it, really? Because we still love you just as much. But one day, maybe.
In Dover, the same slow, creeping progress is underway.
All right, are you both okay? Yeah?
Megan's class teacher, Mr. Lockerbie, can now join in the strange ritual of Megan's therapy sessions.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I hope I don't muck it up when I get inside. Do something stupid and upset the whole proceedings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 29. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7.
A,
B, C, D,
E, 21.
22, 23.
24. Megan, what colour's the sun?
Yellow. What colour is an orange?
It's orange.
Fantastic, brilliant, really, really good.
It was just so sweet. The voice was just so sweet and amazing. And you think this is a normal thing that everybody normally does, and she's not doing it. When she did it, it was normal, and it felt right.
Mr. Lockerbie said he liked it because he hadn't ever heard Megan before.
And Megan, how did you feel about it?
It seems some people are still off limits.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. In the middle.
Although Danielle has come a long way in the last year, she's still working to completely free herself from selective mutism. Even now, she avoids everyday tasks like shopping because she worries about unexpected conversation.
What would happen?
I just get very sweaty palms, just heart would race. It would be another panic attack.
It may seem absurd, but after years of not speaking, even buying a chocolate bar still triggers an irrational fear. But today, Danielle is determined to overcome it.
I want to try and get over the anxiety. I want to try and show to myself that I can do normal things. And I'm not just some kid that can't do anything.
And how are you feeling about it?
I'm scared.
Danielle's decided there's strength in numbers. She's brought along her mum and a friend in case she gets into difficulties.
You ready for this? No. Just go for it.
With her mind on the till and the talkative women behind it,
Buy everything.
it seems hard for Danielle to focus on chocolate.
Cadbury's there. Poppets. Maynards.
Go on then.
Just pick anything. You could dark brandy then. Thanks, Mum. Yeah.
Alright. Should we walk around then and
Just walk
go to the counter?
towards the wine.
Got your money?
Queuing for service only adds to the stress.
What do you want to do?
No.
Boxing, do you know? Yeah. Looking
No, just do it.